Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I feel sorry for myself. Yes, I feel sorry for myself because I have shouted so much today that I have exhausted my shouting power. In fact, there's no shout left in me. I've exhausted it all. No thanks to Big Brother. I've exhausted it all. See, it was so bad that another fake eviction happened again this evening. And it was so hilarious. Guys, I laughed so hard, but I just could not shout anymore. So if I am not shouting too much on this video, just know that there's no shout left in me. I've exhausted it all. I'm just managing myself, my tiny little self. I'm just managing myself to tell you everything that has happened this evening in Big Brother's house. Now, aside all these fake evictions happening, don't forget that tonight was also the live nomination night, yeah? And it went on as usual, all right? There was nothing eventful about tonight's live nominations, all right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and share with you all the details on this video with more emphasis on the fake eviction that happened with Rooboy, because that was more interesting. There was a lot more drama, attached to that particular event. So apologies in advance if this video gets a bit lengthy, but I definitely need to give you all the details, all right? In case you missed anything, don't worry, I've got you covered. I will be sharing every single tea on this video, right? So yeah, we're gonna get into it right now, and of course I look forward to hearing your thoughts. And a major question of this video: what do you all think about these fake evictions? Are you enjoying it, right? What are your expectations? What do you hope to be the outcome at the end of the day? I think on my previous video I had asked similar questions, right? I had asked when you people would love to see these housemates return back to the house. And there's also the part where these housemates inside the house currently, they have got a lot of theories about what exactly is going on. I'm going to share all of that on this video, but from you, I would love to hear from you what your expectations are about these, these fake evictions. All right, so just go ahead and share in the comment section below. And you are all specially welcome back to my channel. My name is Glory Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah, and I call myself the girl with the tea. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, beginning with the live nominations process, I already mentioned earlier that it was quite uneventful. And I think because we have gotten so used to the process, Big Brother would hide red envelopes at different strategic areas of the house. Housemates will go on a hunt of these envelopes, searching for the one that specifically has the immunity card, but just overall just searching for a red envelope. And then Big Brother would ask them to unveil. And then afterwards, if nobody has the immunity card, Big Brother would direct the head of house to go to where it is positioned and then to reveal it. And I think we're all used to that process by now. And tonight it was literally the same thing. None of the housemates found the immunity red envelope. Yes, and turned out that the only people that have immunity this week are the head of house and K-Bobo, who won the votes for the most influential player of the week. Yes. What else? Good news for the housemates. The housemates were able to secure their weekly earnings, yes, to sum up to the prize money, which is a sum of 7.5 million naira. Yeah, so at the moment they have about 32.5 million naira in their prize money bank. So congratulations to them, because according to Big Brother, for the past 2 weeks they have not been pulling their weight, but this recent week, yes, that just ended, they really did great in all areas, and so they earned their win. So congratulations to all of them. But I'm just wondering here, are they going to be able to amass that 80 million in the coming weeks or not? What else? Yeah, so everybody is up for possible eviction this week, with the exception of the head of house and K-Bobo. Yes. Now, away from that, as I told you all, nominations was quite boring. There was one thing that also happened I forgot to mention, which I'm going to explain right now. So we know the other step, which is for the head of house to pick a trinket from the tree of trinkets, right? So Thelma, oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to also mention this part. Thelma is the new head of house by virtue of her being one of the challengers for the head of house challenger. She was able to steal the spot from Faith, yes, who it seemed deliberately sabotaged himself in the games just so that he does not re-emerge as head of house. So massive congratulations to Thelma. As much as I really wanted Faith to continue on with his title as head of house for the week, just to prove a point to the naysayers amongst the housemates, right? I was also equally excited for Thelma because remember, she has won the head of house title before, but was only head of house for only a few hours. Yes, but this time around, you know, being a female as well that is highly competitive, that really gave it her all in that arena. I was super excited for her, like genuinely happy for her. I just wanted to see her win, and yes, it happened. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, it was up to Faith to choose his challengers, and it was quite interesting that they had chosen Bright, Jason J, K Bobo, Thelma, and Coin. Yes, I mean, I was quite shocked to see that he had actually chosen Jason J. And guess what? Jason J did not even cross the first stage of the challenge. Yes, and it was so funny to me because this guy was literally, you know, barking and bragging that he was going to take it away from, you know, from Faith. But anyways, once again, massive congratulations to Thelma. She had picked Mide as her guest to spend time with her in the head of house lounge, and of course Mide is quite excited. But then there's a question of if she'll be able to remove herself from Bright just for this week at least to bond with Thelma in the head of house lounge. We will get to find out, all right? But anyways, where was I? Oh yes, speaking about the head of house speak of a trinket from the tree of trinkets, Thelma had picked a paper that read save only one, nominate two. Yes, so it turns out that it is invalid because none of the housemates are actually nominated. So according to Big Brother, since she cannot nominate, she cannot save. So automatically all the housemates, with the exception of the head of house and the most influential player of the week, are up for eviction this week. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it for the nominations. Go ahead, vote your fave or whoever you would want to see survive until the next week. All right, now moving on to Rooboy's interesting and hilarious fake eviction that happened today. So ladies and gentlemen, remember when Dede and Joanna's one happened, the housemates were quite skeptical, and so they were having conversations about it over and over and over again. The likes of Jason J, the likes of Kola especially, who had witnessed the whole thing happen, they had these very, very interesting theories which were almost correct. It almost seemed as though somebody had told them already that, okay, this is what exactly is happening. So Kola especially was quite confident that it was actually a fake eviction. Big Brother just wants to rattle them, that it's fake. And also there was also the part where Big Brother had instructed the housemates to pack up their boxes, that's the two girls' boxes, and put them out in the garden in 10 minutes. And so some of the housemates had taken it upon themselves to run that task. But the housemates did not believe whatever Big Brother was doing. And it was very obvious that Big Brother needed them to believe it. Otherwise, the twist would not make sense. I don't know if you get what I mean. The twist would not make sense. I mean, us the viewers, we know on the outside, and Big Brother got us right where he wanted us. But he was yet to get the housemates. So, because it seemed like the housemates already cracked it, they already clocked whatever Big Brother was doing, Big Brother needed to prove a point. He needed to clear their doubt and get them in the program. And that was exactly what Big Brother did. And ladies and gentlemen, this time around, it worked out. Yes. So Big Brother had summoned the housemates to the lounge, and then in a very tensed mode, creating a very tensed mode and in a very, very stern voice, he had reminded the housemates that some weeks ago, he had prevented Ebuka from carrying out a third eviction. Yeah, during the live eviction show. And then last 2 weeks, that's 2 weeks ago, Rooboy had picked a trinket that had nullified nominations for that week. So there was no nominations. Okay, was it? I think it was last week. Yes, Rooboy Speak had nullified nomination. Okay, it was 2 weeks ago actually. Yeah, 2 weeks ago it had nullified nominations. So according to Big Brother, they were going to pay the price for it. And he said, and that was how he ended his speech. He told the housemates, as you were. So everybody was kind of confused, like, Big Brother, did you just threaten us? What's going on? What does this mean? Guys, almost immediately afterwards, the red telephone rang. And guess what? Because these housemates are doubting Thomases, right? Jason J and Rooboy were literally flying to the telephone. I mean, guys, it was so hilarious watching both of them, Jason J and Rooboy, like literally flying to the telephone, despite the fact that Dede had her own experience. For them, because they were doubting Thomases, because they did not believe whatever had happened, it seemed as though they wanted to taste it for themselves to see if whatever happened was real or not. And as it happened, Rooboy was the first to reach the phone and he grabbed it immediately. Ebuka's voice was booming from the other end. Tell Jason J to step back. Jason J stepped back. And then he told Rooboy the same thing he had told, what's her name now? Dede. That, you've been evicted. You have to leave the Big Brother house now. You have just 2 minutes to get your, to inform your fellow housemates, and then you have to leave the Big Brother house. I say, wow. And Rooboy was kind of shocked because you see, when Dede's one had happened, she had explained that, okay, this was exactly what I was told. And they were all doubting. They were saying, it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a prank. So when he was told, the thing sank into his head. So he was telling his fellow housemates, and once again, they were kind of doubting. But then Big Brother's voice started booming in, as usual. You have 10 seconds to leave the Big Brother's house. Leave the Big Brother's house. 10, 9, 8. The Big Brother was counting. And of course, he had 2 minutes to start packing a box. And so there was Faith that was assisting him. And I think, was it Coin or Rooboy and Culture? Because they did not believe what was going on. They were still yapping and talking. And it was not until Rooboy was instructed to leave, when Rooboy got to the exit door, that was when they were all now really, really shocked. Like, reality dawned on all of them, and they were looking at Rooboy like, what? And I think at least 1 or 2 persons were able to rush to go and hug him, and boom. This time around, what happened was the red lights outside the doors were on. So it made it look more realistic. Even us, the viewers, we almost bought into it. A lot of people believed that, okay, Rooboy was gone. And so that was how Rooboy left the house. Guys, this time around, the housemates were genuinely shocked. The likes of Kola that was... Kola was like... At first he was smiling, but then later, the smile left his face. Culture was upstairs, crying his eyes out. Like the guy was shedding real tears. Like he was so shocked. He was like... Guys, sorry. The went on for minutes upon minutes. The guy was shocked. He was crying. He was so down in his spirit. And then there was Faith. Faith was helping Rooboy to pack his things. But then he broke down in tears. Coin was also there assisting as well. And Coin was consoling him. And he was feeling so guilty because according to him, it just feels like, oh, Rooboy has been evicted. If he had not had the issue with Rooboy on Saturday, Rooboy would have won the Pepsi challenge. And I'm like, dude, it's not your fault. But I understood how he was feeling at that point in time, It's just that feeling of guilt that, oh my God, this person has left without winning this particular task. So he was just feeling really sad and was crying really bad. And guys, the whole house was cold. The whole house was tense. The shocked expression on the housemates' faces, it was insane. I mean, even till now, as the time of filming this video, they were still lamenting like, Rooboy, why did you pick the call? Why did you pick the call? Nobody should have picked the call. Jason J, who was also yapping his mouth like Kola, that, oh, it's a lie, he too was really shocked. So ever since, the housemates have been analyzing, creating different theories about what exactly was going on. And even Kola, that seemed so sure of himself, you know, he kept on saying that, oh, he believes that, oh, according to different seasons, they will probably ask each of them to fight for survival, and then maybe one of them will be returned back to the house, and then the other ones will be evicted. And then Jason J told Kola that, you know what, when the phone rings again, please go and pick. And Kola was like, no, God forbid, it's not going to be. They said, no, you go and pick now. It should be, you have all these plenty theories and speculations. When the phone rings again, please go and pick it. But he said, no. Imisitu was warning him, don't you ever pick the call. I say, oh, okay. So the house is tense. And I must give it to Big Brother, though. Big Brother achieved his aim. I feel like his aim was to clear their doubt and to put that fear and that shock in their heads. Yes, that mental fuckery. I mean, Big Brother really did it, because there's no way the twist would work if the housemates do not believe it. So Big Brother was able to achieve believability. He made it real enough, and we're able to believe it. Now, even us, the viewers, at some point, we thought that for real, Rooboy had been evicted. So it took, I think, over 20 to 30 minutes before we then finally saw that he had been sent to the private room, that's a secret room, to go and stay with Joanna and Dede. And they were just laughing at each other, they were yapping at each other, and they were just speculating. And the good thing is there's a TV in that room that allows them to see what's happening inside the house. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are interesting days. Yes, this week is going to be quite interesting. But if there's one thing I really would love to happen in that secret room, I would love for Big Brother to allow Dede, in fact all of them, but Dede especially, to see Kola in action when he begins to do his media rounds. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to open his mouth and yap a lot this week about his thing going on with Dede, but I would really love for Kola to be caught red-handed on that TV. But anyways, guys, that is that. At the moment, 3 housemates are in the secret room: Rooboy, Dede, and Joanna. We are yet to understand what this twist is all about. We don't know yet if Big Brother would want to just return them back into the house like that, or the duration of days they are to stay out of the main house, or if they would have to play a survival game so that maybe just 1 or 2 of them will return back to the house, guys. We don't know yet, but whatever it is, we believe that as the rest of the week pans out, we will get to find out. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for this video. Just go ahead, share your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about this new twist, and I'll see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Bbnaija. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing evening. Bye.